Welcome everyone to Current Affairs sessions by Civil 360 IAS Academy. In this session, we will be discussing about the Global Coalition for Social Justice, and the news was that India held a regional dialogue as a member of the Asia Pacific group of the Global Coalition for Social Justice. So that was the news, and we need to know a little more about the Global Coalition for Social Justice as well as the International Labour Organization. Okay, so let's get started. So to start off with, to know about ILO or the International Labour Organizations, you need to know certain basic facts. Okay, it was established in the year 1919 under the Treaty of Versailles. Okay, so it was initially part of the League of Nations. Okay, then through the Declaration of Philadelphia. Okay, so this is very important. They can simply give a question. Declaration of Philadelphia is related to which of the following organization? Is related to ILO. Okay, it was through the Declaration of Philadelphia, ILO became a UN specialized agency. Okay, under ECOSOC, Economic and Social Council of UN, and ILO is actually the world's first UN specialized agency. Okay, it is the first specialized agency of the UN. Then you need to know that ILO, there is an International Labour Conference. It happens every year, and the ILO itself is the only tripartite organization in the UN. Okay, it is the only tripartite organization in the UN. You have the government, you have the employer as well as the employees. They come together and they frame conventions, they frame international labour laws. Okay. So this should be the basic facts with you. Now the next important fact that you need to know is regarding the foundational conventions of the ILO. Okay, so now as of now there are 11, keep in mind 11 foundational conventions of ILO. Actually there was only 8. But after the recent convention on the occupational safety, the total number of foundational conventions are 11. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, you don't need to learn every name of every convention. Convention refers to a document, okay, an agreement between all the parties, and if a particular country ratifies that convention, they have to frame their national laws in in agreement with, in consonance with the convention. That is the idea. Okay, so this will be part of the international labor law, and each member, each country can actually frame their laws and make sure that their national laws are in agreement with these conventions. Then you call what is that? That is the process of ratification. So a country can ratify the particular convention, and then they have to modify their national laws to agree with that convention. I forgot to mention the number of members. Okay, so there are like 187 members. Okay, 186 are actually UN members. One is actually Cook Island, which is not a UN member, but it's a part of the ILO. Then its headquarters is in Geneva. Okay, this keep that also in mind. Now moving on to the foundational conventions. Just know that you don't need to remember the names of all. The 11 foundational conventions cover various areas of labor, concerns of labor, like for example freedom of association, okay, right to collective bargaining, okay, then equal remuneration, convention against forced labor, okay, convention on abolition of child labor, okay, against discrimination, okay, and occupational safety or safe and healthy working environment, okay. So these are different spheres, different areas these 11 conventions, 11 foundational conventions cover. So you need to know these areas. So whenever a particular convention may come, you may not remember the name of the exact convention or the number, but if it's related to any of this, okay, or if it has these keywords, freedom of association, collective bargaining, abolition of child labor, against forced labor, equal remuneration, discrimination, safe and healthy working environment, then it is a foundational convention. Now remember, India has not ratified 3 of them. India has not ratified the freedom of association, the right to collective bargaining, as well as the safe and healthy environment. Okay, this has not been ratified as such. Okay, so just understand that aspect as well. Okay, so just remember these two are actually very important: freedom of association and collective bargaining, convention number 87 and 96. Okay, this has not been ratified by India. Just you need to know about the number of conventions. There are like similar 189 conventions. So the number of conventions is actually 189, of which 11 are foundational conventions. So this much facts should be there with you as a basic knowledge on ILO. Okay, basic knowledge on ILO. Now you need to know about the Global Coalition of Social Justice, which effectively was created by ILO in 2023 to do what? So basically, global coalition. Okay, so learn to deduct information from the term itself. It's a coalition, right? So it will not just be the governments, right? So it was in 2023. ILO came up with this coalition. It has members from non-governmental organizations, from trade unions, from private sector, okay, from governments, different entities. It's a multi-actor platform, okay, to further the labor welfare. Okay, so its secretariat is hosted by ILO. Okay, so that also you have to remember. So these ideas should be there with you regarding ILO, Global Coalition of Social Justice, created by ILO itself in 2023. And remember, India has just held a regional dialogue on this, regional dialogue as part of the Global Coalition for Social Justice. Okay, that's all in this session. Thank you.